G'day everyone. I'm actually at my good mate Marty Johnson's place, who makes my amplifiers. And normally I'd be wearing my hat somewhere on stage, which is one of the old secret weapons. It always makes me feel like I'm more confident with my hat on. But I'm inside. It's a bit dumb wearing hats inside. So I thought I'd get out to Marty's and do a couple of runs of a couple of the amps that he's got available. And one of them that's behind me here is like based on a Bassman, still with 6v6s. But it's got the Bassman circuit. Now, I've loved Bassman since I was like in my 20s. Marty's rehoused a beautiful old Bassman with an AB 165 or something like that. Was it, Marty? I forget what it was.
Yep.
It was a beautiful amp, but too loud for me now. And so we're getting things down to like 18 watts. So I brought a really basic pedal board out to just give it a chance to highlight the amp first before you start building a few tones. And this thing is like so magical sounding. I don't know what speaker. I think it's a warehouse speaker you got in there.
So, Celestian Blue.
Celestian Blue.
Okay,
well, it's Celestian Blue. And to be able to hear the elegance of that speaker makes me think I should be going home and putting it in my other combo now. But there's always things that are going to change. But the thing I love about Marty's amps, I go to my rehearsal the other day. It always feels like it's your secret weapon when you plug it in, because it's a great pedal platform. Not every amp is a great pedal platform. Sometimes when you overdrive an input on an amp, they just start to sound a little bit broken up. They don't have too much clean headroom. The thing I love about the way Marty sets up these things, especially with this Bassman one that he's got here, the Bassman setup, is that it just seems to want to take pedals straight away. So I've just got nothing else on here but a reverb and people will know I just love playing tellies or strats, but all of these amps suit so many different variations of guitars. I mean, I've heard them in all sorts of iterations, but it really is one of the things that I love about it is that you can plug any of the amps in and they just respond straight away with just that little bit of reverb. Probably maybe about 3, and it's already wanting to go with more volume. But you can gain stage with your pedals into these amps of Marty's as well. So the thing I love about it is if you want to get into some chicken picking, you put your short delay on, keep your reverb on, and maybe just hit it with a little bit of the RC boost, and then it becomes one of those things that for me, that's the foundation sound, really. When I start at a gig, that'll be the first thing I'll dial up. I'll normally put a boost on, just to sort of give me a little bit more sparkle in the amp. And these RC boosts, as everyone knows, sometimes they're an always-on pedal. Everyone's got them. But it's a great way to start your foundation tone anyway. So what I love about this amp is the fact that it's still got clarity, even when you're poking some decent signal into it as well. So I'm not overdriving the input. It's still remaining clean. And if you want something a little bit more ethereal, my kink pedal here that I absolutely have fallen in love with, it's a 3-in-1 pedal. You can get those really beautiful ethereal sort of sounds with the amp. It retains its clarity. And I think that's so important. Empty canvases, I reckon, for any guitar player. I'm going to be very lucky if I walk out of here without this amp, just quietly. Anyway, getting back to the amp, the thing I love about it is remains clean. When you're doing the ethereal thing, you can turn your reverb up a touch too, or you want to put your delay up so that it rings out a bit more. And it's just got that beautiful tone. It's scary that thing's only 18 watts, to tell you the truth. And everywhere I go with my little Comet, it always feels like you've got an advantage as soon as you plug it in, because everyone else that's been through the whole festival thing you've been on are on dirty old deluxe hot rods, and they're all in need of valves. And I arrive with my little Comet that Marty so graciously made me, and it sits on its little cabinet that he made me as well, and it's like 15 watts, if that. And yet when my sound man turns it up with the 2 microphones, he's got one of them KSM 32s on one side, and he's got just a barky old 57 on the other. And when he turns both of them up in stereo, he gets so many people just saying, where the hell is the sound coming from that little Barbie camper amp that you got behind you? But it lives behind me everywhere, and I just think it just gives me so much more confidence when you've got something you can trust. So the combos obviously are something you can carry downtown and chuck into a little pub gig, and know full well you're going to get over the drummer with this thing. And so, speaking of which, if it gets a bit raunchier and you want to go for more of an overdrive sound, I go for more of a short delay. And I also crank on the old ODR one. You can buy Noble's ODR ones. That's why I kept this real simple today. They're like $120 all day on Marketplace. They're everywhere. So it's not like there's some snobby boutique bunch of pedals here. As boutique as I get would be the Kink, probably, the Atomic Spaghetti Plus, but that's only because I just love new toys, and I just love the trend. There's something about it. But that drive is one of the cheapest drives you can get on the market, but they've got a stacker bottom end, and the thing I love about it, if it starts getting a little bit more raunchy, this amp is stepping up to the plate. So it's a compressor over the top of the ODR one when you want to do a solo. So it's like I say, based on a Bassman, 6v6s, 18 real watts, you're going to scare any drummer. So look out. I want that amp. I'm going to have to talk. Once we leave. Beautiful, Marty.
Unreal, man.